Vande Mataram. That's to celebrate our motherlands and our neighboring motherlands too. Welcome to Patrika's Little Star Cafe. Facts that are fast, fun, and keep you happy. Today is Thursday, August 16th, 2018, and here are today's matters for chatter. Number 1. We celebrated India's 72nd Independence Day yesterday. 71 if we're counting birthdays. And every time we remember our heroes who fought bravely for our independence. Let us today learn about another hero who, although was an Indian, but helped in the self-determination of other people too. No, he's not Mahatma Gandhi, who supported South Africa in its struggle. Pandurang Kankoje made a lot of efforts to free India while living abroad, but was eventually not allowed to enter India and had to flee to Mexico. Being an agricultural scientist, he worked with farmers in Mexico and realized their need to learn new techniques and scientific methods to improve the quality of crops. He helped in the Green Revolution of the country. Number 2. A financial crisis is currently going on in Turkey, whose capital is Ankara. The currency in Turkey is the lira. The Turkish lira has lost more than 45% of its value this year. This means that one will have to spend almost double the money on the same thing they would have spent on a month ago. A doubling of steel and aluminum tariffs or taxes on Turkey by the US President Donald Trump has led to the situation. Trade with other countries determines how a country manages its money and production of items, so it's always good to keep good relations with other countries. Trump may not care though, because right now his focus is just on keeping jobs in America, and for that, people should buy more things from America, and hence the tariffs on other countries like Turkey and China. Number 3. Vienna, the capital of Austria, has been ranked as the most livable city in the world, beating Melbourne in Australia, which secured the first rank for the last 7 years. Vienna and Melbourne scored maximum points in healthcare, education, and infrastructure categories because these things make the quality of life better for people. But while Melbourne led in the culture and environment points, stability in Vienna helped it leave behind Melbourne. Surprising because Vienna has so much to offer its people in the arts, but maybe because the population in Melbourne is more diverse, it got more points in culture. At the bottom of the list is Damascus, the capital of Syria, which retained its last place, obviously because of all the chaos happening there, followed by the Bangladeshi capital Dhaka and Lagos in Nigeria. And now for today's mega matter. A postman in Orissa has not delivered over 6,000 letters for over 10 years now. That's a lot of pileup. People must have been waiting for their job offer letters, for their bank cards, for college letters, and from their families and friends. But it never reached them. These days, we're so used to and dependent on digital communication, like WhatsApp and email or Snapchat, we forget what it was like in the old days. A letter was taken to the post office and stamped, or put in a local box where the postman would collect it, and then it was sent to the post office to be sorted by destination, and then delivered once it reaches its final area. This postman from Orissa had trouble walking the last few years, so he didn't deliver the post conveniently. He only delivered the registered mail and parcels that were traceable. Surprising that no one ever complained till these letters were found in an abandoned post office. A lot of work went into a letter, especially good handwriting. Today's word of the day is modify. That means to change. And finally, for today's quote of the day, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. That's a quote by Charles R. Swindoll. Thank you for listening, and do send us your questions and comments via WhatsApp, or you can email us at diptyauntie@gmail.com. Take care. Lots of love, Dipti Auntie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do you know how loved you are?